Jay-Z owes Nicki Minaj money according to Nicki. And we also want to talk about Nicki Minaj music real quick because I have a interesting opinion on Nicki Minaj music. Now listen to all you barbs out there. Listen, this is the Reawaken Podcast, right? Which means that we are being reawakened again in a new way. That can be from slumber. That could be for a fresh perspective. That could be from wise counsel. That can be from using your discernment. What once seemed to be true, what once seemed to be accurate, what once seemed to be something that you were interested in may not be when you are allowing yourself to intake a fresh perspective, when we are allowing ourselves to listen, right? Because a lot of us, it's hard to listen, right? We rather talk. But a wise person, the smartest person in the room is the quietest person in the room. Okay, so listen, for all you Barb's lovers out there, sit back, chill, and relax and allow me to renew your mind. All right. So real quick, welcome back to the Reawaken Podcast. I am your host, B. If you are new here, please check the description box for more information on the Reawaken Podcast. We are going to get into some interesting facts. Nicki Minaj is saying that Jay-Z owes her money. All right, so y'all may say, well, how is that? Listen to this for people who may not know. Nicki Minaj claims Jay-Z owes her between 100 and 200 million. That's a lot of money. Related to her stake in the streaming platform Tidal. The disagreement stems from the 2021 sale of Tidal, where Minaj alleged she was offered only $1 million for her 3% equity stake, despite the company being sold for $302 million. Whoa, Tidal was worth $302 million. I'm shocked. That's a shocker to me real quick. Why? Because back then, a lot of people wasn't streaming on Tidal. My husband did like Tidal. He put me on. I wound up liking Tidal, but I didn't really know people who really was streaming videos, because they had videos on there, or music. It was still like Apple, right? Pandora and things like that. So that was interesting, but it was worth $302 million, right? That's what they sold it for. She is demanding the remaining amount, which is calculated as between 100 and 200 million from Jay-Z. Real quick. Now, we know that Nicki Minaj been out in Jay-Z on social media platforms, right? But in a nice, friendly way, because she said he's still one of her top 5 rapper, top 3, whatever. So with that being said, hear me out. If this was 100% the case, hear me out. Why didn't she take it to court? Why didn't she take it to court? Hear me out. There's no way that he got her out between 100 and 200 million dollars. What it was that I believe, this is my opinion, okay? So I believe that Nicki Minaj signed on the dotted line according to what she was supposed to receive. I don't know what lawyer she has. I don't know what they decided on, her and her lawyer, or what they overlooked. I do not believe that Jay-Z flat out then robbed her out of 100 to 200 million dollars. I believe whatever lawyer she had looked at it, or if a lawyer had looked at it, she signed on the dotted line for the amount that Jay-Z was offering. Now, hear me out. Hear me out. We know Jay-Z ain't no saint from his past history. Let's keep it a buck. But doesn't mean that he didn't get over. What I am trying to say is that I'm not saying Jay-Z didn't get over on Nicki Minaj, because we wasn't there and I really don't know. But what I'm saying is Nicki Minaj obviously did not look into what Jay-Z was offering her in those documents that she signed. Because there is documents that she agreed to what she was receiving. Better believe that. Okay? So I don't know what lawyers she had. I don't know what they did. I don't know if they didn't do they due diligence. I don't know. But I know she did get robbed, but she didn't get robbed. She got robbed with integrity and morally. But she didn't get robbed according to the documents. I firmly believe that. Now we're going to move on to her music, Nicki Minaj music. Listen, your girl was a Nicki Minaj fan. Notice I said was. Am I on a Nicki hate train? Absolutely not. She's such a wordsmith. She has great songs. Her pen game is awesome. I mean, she rode with the best. I mean, she was with Gucci Mane and you know what I'm saying? She was with men. She was with Young Money. Before Young Money, she was with Baby and Baby and them, Cash Money and them. Before she got signed to Young Money, you understand what I'm saying? So she been rolling with some men who really are wordsmith, who has a great pen game. So she was up with some great men. So why wouldn't the craft be great? Listen, I know how to separate the two. Do you hear me? So with that being said, hear what I'm about to say. I always like Nicki Minaj. She is, when it comes to her work, when it comes to her personality, I am not a fan of her character. I'm sorry. I am not a fan of her character, but this is what I want to say about the music real quick. So that's here or there. I'm a type of person, I know how to separate the art from the characteristics, okay? Like we gonna call a thing a thing. You know what I mean? If we're going to be able to judge, to discern over here on the Reawaken Podcast, we have to put emotions to the side. So I believe it is time for Nicki Minaj to elevate herself in her music. The music that she's continuing to make, because notice I said it's a continuation, is back when I was like 18, 19. I just gave y'all my age. It's like she doesn't take it to the next level. Nicki Minaj is like 40 something years old. What do I mean by up her music? What I'm talking about is the childish music, the immaturity, the young girl type of music that she's releasing. She's such a wordsmith. Her pen game is so amazing. I don't understand how she cannot pour out genuine, passionate, what lies in her soul, what lies in her spirit, why she can't elevate that to the next level. Maybe it's one or two reasons, I believe. One of those reasons is, number one, she's for the money. We know sex sells. We know BS sells. We know right drama sells. And a lot of her raps is about being the baddest. A lot of her raps about the haters. Less of that. You're like 40 something years old. It's like I want to hear substance. And substance brings longevity because it is valuable. I think she will score so high in life when it comes to her music if she only will elevate to a more mature state. Now, that's one reason. I believe the reason why she's not elevating, or it's the other reason. Her mindset have not been renewed. She's still that little kid in her heart. She has not matured enough in life. She have not learned from life lessons that was given to her from the Lord. And that's the reason why she's unable to grow. To grow in such a good way. Listen, if Nicki Minaj was able to take her music to the next level, I am telling you, she has such great influence on the people. So if her music actually had substance, held weight, come on now. She would still be fabulous, but on a whole nother level. On a whole nother level in life. That's all I have today, and I'll see y'all on another video.